After competing in track and cross country at Auburn, Dave Maloney found himself working on Wall Street alongside countless other former Division I athletes with a common desire to still test their athleticism against each other.
I spent the better part of 10 years just messing with each other to really decide who was the best athlete, and so I created a 10-event competition modeled after the NFL Combine that was designed to settle a friendly bet.
Fast forward 8 years, and Maloney moving from the Big Apple to Houston, and that friendly bet has become something truly remarkable. Now a National Athletic Tour event, the D10 challenges athletes in 6 events from the NFL Combine, plus 4 track and field events. But its real growth occurred when its founder realized there needed to be more than just competition to develop a community of participants.
The way that we looked at the world was, once you hung up your spikes or retired your cleats and you moved into the corporate world, you didn't necessarily stop being competitive. And so we said, well, how do you reinvigorate those competitive juices for a group of people that don't need another trophy? That's why we added this philanthropic component. That's how you can get that elite athlete, quote unquote, out of bed and back onto the playing field. And so we built some software that would allow people to wager on your performances in the D10, and all the money that was wagered would go to fund pediatric cancer research. And that's how you get people that so many of whom care about the D10 as if it were a professional sporting event. All of the athletes are setting their performance goals in the event, and then people are wagering you on your ability to meet those goals. And so there is this huge vested interest, not only from the athletes on the playing field, but then from people in the stands, people from afar that want to see you perform because you've got money to win or lose.
These wagers have had a fundraising impact almost beyond belief, raising nearly $10 million for pediatric cancer research over the last 8 years. Over $500,000 was raised at the Houston event this year, with 100% of the proceeds going to the MD Anderson Children's Cancer Hospital right here in the Magnolia City.
We've got athletes that literally train for months, 6 months, 8 months, year-round to compete in these 10 events. But they're doing it for a deeper purpose. It's not just about personal gratification. It's also about raising money for pediatric oncology research and treatment. And at the end of the day, I think it becomes a binding factor rather than something that isolates them.
And while nearly $10 million raised is an accomplishment in and of itself, the bigger impact of the D10 fundraising model is likely going to be long-term. It's something that could spark a new method of raising incredible amounts of money for good causes, utilizing the combination of amateur sports and philanthropy.
This little bitty thing that we have going, I still consider it small, and just blow it up into this massive, massive fire that really helps the beneficiaries that we work with.
The D10 is not necessarily designed to supplant the NFL or even iconic events like the Boston Marathon. It is designed to show the world that whether you're a big sports entity or you are something that's small and homegrown, you can apply our technology, our principles to competitive sports and philanthropic impact and see that those things merge. Those things tell a really compelling story. So in the years to come, there should be this huge, profound social impact that comes from what we started innocently.